Hello, it is me, but who else would it be? For this is my channel. And today has been pretty good. It's Good Friday, actually. And, yeah, didn't have to work. I love holidays. And you know what I love about holidays, other than not having to work? It's getting some movie watching done, though I didn't do any movie watching today. I did a lot of television watching. Well, television show watching. And then, for the evening entertainment, I went to my first rock game. For those of you who don't know, which is probably anybody watching this video, the Rock are our city's lacrosse team, professional lacrosse team. And they are off to the playoffs. It was their last home game, and we ended up winning. And of course, you know, had my beer there, and then we headed off to the bar, and I grabbed some dinner and some more beer there. So that's why I'm drinking the agua. It's actually almost 2 o'clock in the morning right now, and I came home to find package. Now, this says it's from Tampa, KL. No, that must be an F. So it must be Tampa, Florida, I guess. And it's from UF. Then on the back for the customs it says is DVD Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure this isn't from Amazon. So in all likelihood it's one thing that I've been waiting for, and I hope it is, because this would be awesome. So I don't exactly know what's in here, but we're gonna find out. I'm pretty sure if it's UF, I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Yes, it is. It must be. There's no other thing it could be. And this is, yes. Oh my god, okay. Now I'll give you, as usual, this has got some backstory. Now there is one of these movies here that I had been, it wasn't that I was looking for, I didn't even know it had come out. And literally I found it had come out essentially about a month before it went into the out of print. And I hate when things go out of print. So I didn't know it was going out of print. But after a month, you know, I did read somewhere that, well, copies of it, you know, online and such like that were drying up. eBay auctions skyrocketed. And I eventually found it on Amazon, and the price was good. It was actually I found it on two places. One was the website from the people who distributed it, and the other one was from Amazon. And as I only have, you know, a certain amount of budget every month, I had put it in my queue and was like, oh, which month should I get it? And there was other things I wanted to get before it. And then some of these great Amazon deals came up, so I was like, all right, it had to get pushed, And eventually, actually the week, well, I had to wait until I got paid at the end of the month, and then the first week of, you know, the following month, I was going to be buying one of these movies. I was the one that was out of print. I was going to be getting it from Amazon, that I had made my, you know, mind up. That was going to be the month that I was going to get it. And I waited, deposited all my check, you know, and I think I was waiting for the Monday to go back to work, because I don't have a printer here, so I could print up everything and have it all ready to go. And yeah, went to Amazon and all of their copies were gone. It was like just the week before there were 3 copies left. So clearly somebody, probably a reseller, maybe a collector, unknown, noticed that Amazon had these copies and likely bought all of them up. So I looked around, and the only place I could find it that wasn't like outrageous was from the original makers of the DVD or the Blu-ray. So they were a little bit more expensive, not overly expensive, but a little bit more expensive. And then I had to add on the shipping costs. So I was like humming and hawing. I was getting it from the US. The prices were in US dollars. I had to get it shipped. And if I'm going to be doing that, I might as well buy some other things. So, I was trying to pick out some stuff to get from them. And essentially, I let a month go by. I waited for the next month so I could get a little bit more money so I could make this purchase. And, I put in my order. They basically had a PayPal shopping cart. I paid through PayPal. And I waited. And I waited. And I waited. And a month went by. Nothing showed up. I was like, interesting. So I go to my PayPal, invoice and stuff, and I click on the email address that PayPal has, and I send them an email. The email bounces back. So now I'm like, oh my god, I don't even know if they got this order. I don't even know if they got it. And by now, it's like, it's been out of print for good 4, maybe 5 months. Everybody's, their stocks have all dried up. I don't know if these guys have any. And if they didn't get my order, then, who knows. But their website still shows that you can order it. So I'm like, okay, maybe they still have it. They aren't getting any orders. Okay, let's see. I'll do the contact us form on their website. And I don't know. I went to their website, and one of the emails was there was an email listed on it, and it was the same email address I had already tried. But I did notice that they had updated with their latest movie that they had released. I was like, okay, so somebody is updating this website. It's not like the company has gone under. They haven't gone defaulted on anything or defunct or anything like that. I gotta find out a way to contact these people. And I finally managed to track down a different email. So I emailed directly to this email, and don't hear back. Finally I get an email back saying, yeah, let me check on that order for you. It's like, great, somebody's gonna check on my order, see if it, if it's shipped, if it had been received, blah, 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 blah. Don't hear back. I sent another email. Don't hear back. Still not hearing back. Finally, I put in a, basically I had sent in emails from 2 different email addresses. And, finally I put in a claim from PayPal saying, because you know what, I'm getting to the point where my time has elapsed, almost elapsed, and if I want to get my money back, I got to put in a claim so I can at least say that I'm, there's a problem going on. Well, I put in my claim, and the next day I go to check, and I'm like, okay, my email that it's going to is from, account number 1. And I checked there, and I was like, oh, okay, a few days ago, the guy apparently replied to that email I asked, about what was going on. And I also got a reply to the PayPal dispute saying, sorry, we checked, it didn't go out originally when we had it because the movie that you had ordered, we didn't have any. So we had to get that from somewhere else and had to have it shipped to us so that we could get it. I was like, where? So I don't know where they got it, but apparently they tracked down a copy of this, and kudos to them for doing that. I just wish they had been a little bit, and would have said, oh, sorry, we don't have any copies of it in stock right now. It's out of print, but we will try and track one down. Do you still want it? Or do you want to wait or something like that? At least giving me that, the option of being like, okay, yeah, not a problem. Maybe they thought that if they did that, I would say, no, never mind, don't worry about it, and just refund me my money. But either way, you know, they made the effort to get a copy of it, and that's why it was taking so long. So, after, what is it? Roughly, probably, let's see, 45, between 50 and 60 days from my initial order. It only takes 2 weeks max to ship here. If it gets caught in customs, it can take another 2 weeks. Generally from the States, it shouldn't take more than that. So a month max. I have had things lost before, and things, you know, lost in customs as well, but that's another story. So, finally get it today. They gave me tracking information and everything, so I don't know why I didn't know this was coming. I don't think I tracked it. Maybe that's why. So, I know you've watched this far, and you really are interested in knowing what I got and where I got it from. So, the order I placed was with Unearthed Films. They do some pretty crazy stuff. And the movies that they distribute, you can only get from them, essentially. So what I picked up was a 2-disc limited edition DVD of Philosophy of a Knife. It's a film by Andrei Iskanov. I've never seen it. I don't know anything about it. But I don't know, it's weird. It's Japanese, but it's done by a guy who's not Japanese. It's co-produced by Unearthed Films, so yeah, I don't know. So it's like starring a bunch of Japanese people, and it's got a bunch of Russian people by the looks of it who made the film. Yeah, I don't know anything. I have no idea. But it seems like it's sort of part gore, torture, exploitation film, part sort of art film, hard rock video. I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, look at that cover. Yeah, crazy. So I picked that up because it was the limited edition. I don't know if it's going to get a Blu-ray release or not, but I wanted to grab it. The next one is, it's not for everybody, but they released it on Blu-ray, and so I had to get Where the Dead Go to Die. Now go check, you know what, you can check out the trailers to any of these movies, or I'm pretty sure they're all on YouTube. Now this is a crazy combination. A lot of CG, a lot of really bad looking old type CG, but it's what they do with it. It's over the top weird, over the top gory, bizarre, crazy. It's got all sorts of different kinds of animation going on. The trailer, I don't know if the trailer is the trailer, or if it's taking stuff from the movie. Well, it's hard to say. It's got this, the trailer that I saw had this weird voiceover, and I don't know if this voiceover is from the movie or if it's just for this trailer, to put together this, you know, various scenes within a voice. Honestly, this is probably going to be a crazy mindfuck. And that's what I'm looking forward to. So, just in case you didn't take a look at that. Get close up here. So yeah, you got tentacles here, one eyes and mouths on these black silhouette people. Dude sort of in a praying thing. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm in store for, but I do know what I'm in store for with the one thing that I actually picked up, and I don't know how I didn't know this was released on Blu-ray, but this is the 25th anniversary edition of Rock and Rule. And if you find this Blu-ray somewhere, if you are able to find it, and you can find it at a reasonable price. Like this was $40 off their site, and plus shipping and such, and it's now going for easily for $100 or more in some places sometimes. But yeah, it's well, look at it, says right at the top, it's got Cheap Trick, Lou Reed, Iggy Pop. I'll give you a shot of the back so you can see what the art's. So it's an animated movie, maybe a rock movie, you might want to say, rock sci-fi opera. If you've ever seen heavy metal, you may have a slight idea of what you're in for if you watch this. Go check out the trailer and you'll see why. But I'm big into animation. Anybody who watches this channel knows. Big into classic, or well, I don't know if this would be classic, but old school movies, you know, well, look at the other ones, exploitation, gore, whatever, nunsploitation, all that kind of stuff. I'm into the weird, the bizarre, the off the beaten track, and this is kind of off the beaten track. If you didn't see it when it was out there, and you missed it on you know, when it was on video and blue and VHS and stuff, then you probably have never seen Rock and Roll. You may have. I don't know if it was ever on television. But if I'm trying to think of the other movies that would have been around. Wizards, Fire and Ice, I think, was another one that would have been, and of course Heavy Metal. All of those would have been sort of like in the adult animated film things. Fritz the Cat, those kind of not really there, but kind of there. Yeah, so, you know, well, the kids were watching, you know, their Disney and their Secret of Nim and Last Unicorn. The adults were picking up Rock and Roll and Heavy Metal, and teenagers too, I guess, right? And yeah, I had to get it. I had to get Rock and Roll, and even if I was willing to pay the huge amount of money. I was gonna look for it, obviously. Keep my eye open for a cheaper. You know what? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look right now to see what the going price on eBay.ca is for a Blu-ray copy of Rock and Roll, if there is one on. No, there is not. There is a Rock and Roll from France. It looks like it's the poster. The poster alone wants $90. Here's a Rock and Roll Blu-ray from the US, out of print. They want $164. Here's one from the United States. I don't know if it's sealed or not. It says it's new, and they want $76. The $76 one would probably been the one I would have paid somebody to get this. Because yeah, I really wanted it, and so thank you to Unearthed Films, despite all the debacle and the rigmarole we went through. Yeah, you went out of your way to get me a copy, and I thank you for that. So yeah, you can still, it looks like you can still get, I'm looking at the Unearthed Films website right now. You can still, they still have, it's weird, they was just down the other day. The website for Unearthed Films was down. They still have the Blu-ray listed, as well as and I think you can still, there's a single disc and a 2-disc DVD version out there, but they do also have the Blu-ray listed. So if you want to get Rock and Roll, go to unearthedfilms.com right now and try to get the Blu-ray from them. It's $40 on their website. I highly recommend it. Go check out the trailers for any of these films. Unearthed Films, if you're into the indie horror and the really, really off the beaten track horror, they are the company that distributes the what is it called? It's called the Vomit Gore Trilogy. Yeah, Vomit Gore Trilogy. I haven't seen it. I think I'm gonna get it eventually. Yeah, I'm a sucker for punishment. On their store, on that store, when you click on store, it says he never dies at AOL.com. I believe that's the one that doesn't work. And then on their contact form, it has Unearthed Films at AOL.com. One of these two does not work. So if you're trying to contact them, use both of those emails, put them in there, because only one of them is going to go through. But yeah, there it is, guys. Long video, but it's worth it, because this is a treasure trove. This is I'm so happy to have this. So happy. Oh, you don't have any idea how happy I am. No, you do. I just told you. I'm so happy. Yeah. I'm not going to watch it right now because it's after 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to finish my water, hit the rack, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.